And now we help clients use it and they create all their social media posts with it, right? Or like the beginning of it, they create memes with it. So now that one is done, I can do the next one, the next one, and the next one. But getting that one done is the hardest. It takes the longest. And then everything else is like just super fast.
Get ready to be seen here, there, and every freaking where. Welcome to the AI and Chill podcast with your host, Coach Deb.
Once you get them over the resistance and now they're open to hearing more about it, we all know about ChatGPT, but AI is just so much bigger, especially AI robotics is so much bigger. And you just talked about, hey, we could shoot this content, repurpose it, and send it out all these different socials through AI. You give us an example of how it can be used.
Yeah.
So for the type of person that you help, was resistant, but now they're receptive. How do you start helping them see what they can do with AI other than ChatGPT?
Yeah, that's a great question because a lot of my clients are 50, 60, 70, and they're these people who are futurists. They're like, okay, I get it. They're not resistant to it, but they're still even I get this way, and I don't know if you get this way, like new technology. There's this point where it's almost you get very flush with adrenaline of fear, right? It's even jujitsu, right? Or driving. It's like you push it to the point where you feel like you're going to die. And you're like, oh my God, you're overwhelmed. And then all of a sudden you get over it and you go from feeling totally incompetent to feeling like, oh, genius, right? You're like, I figured it out. So I think it's just like get baby steps.
Yeah.
And I think the people that I wind up being attracted to as clients, they're the people who go, all right, this is hard and this is stressful, but I'm open to it. And it's just taking those baby steps, right? Also knowing that I remember when computers kind of first came out. That's how old I am. My God. And like everyone was just afraid to like touch certain buttons because we were just going to just destroy the whole computer. Like, what are we not supposed to touch? There's this joke where the woman's like, the escape key or delete key or whatever. She's like, what? So I think you're not going to kill anything. Like there's always undo, right? You can even shake your phone now if you write text. And you're like, no, that's not right. I didn't mean to do that. You literally shake your phone and it undoes it. So I think don't be afraid of whatever you do. You're not going to like kill anything. And just take baby steps, right? Just take baby steps and then keep, the unconscious incompetence model, right? Where it's like we go from this very difficult, like when you went to jujitsu, when you first started, how did you feel when you first started with that unconscious incompetence? Like you didn't know what you didn't know to now what level are you at?
Oh man, that's a really good, I would say I am at a conscious competence. I'm there.
Okay.
But I'm not at the
next one.
next one.
Yeah.
No.
So you're now consciously competent.
Yes.
And then how did you feel when you were consciously incompetent or even just like?
I felt incompetent, quite incompetent, very uncomfortable. It's the unknown. It's the, am I going to be good at this? This is overwhelming. This is new.
Yeah.
Everything you just described, I felt it.
And it's not pleasant.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what makes you push through, have the guy work with him again and again and again, even though you're uncomfortable?
It's the time on task, the reps, doing it over and over again and getting more familiar with what's uncomfortable.
Yeah. I think that's it. It's getting familiar with what's uncomfortable.
I want you guys to see what Coach Deb just did there, coaching me, asking me questions. It's you do what you do so well. It might be the what is it? Unconscious competence.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
You're just doing it with
Yeah.
your coaching. And I could see how when you do something like that with your clients who are trying to get it in AI, how much better they'll get and how much more efficient their business will get. And so I thank you for the example you just did there.
Unconsciously competent. Yeah. So, but I think that's it, right? It's like when we were racing, when you're doing jujitsu, it's like there is this uncomfort level that I think that's the biggest thing in AI for people is get comfortable being uncomfortable. And I will admit, I think Chris, you'll probably admit, I don't know, you can tell me, I'm constantly uncomfortable.
Yes.
This past year has been, because it's constantly been like, all right, well, so creating custom GPTs. Did it for the first time ever, I don't know, 6 months ago. And I was like, I did it with Reed. We stayed after one of the events and we're like, we're going to do this together. We're going to sit down and do it together. And I think that's another big secret is getting a community of people and doing
Yeah.
it together,
Yes.
because then you're all just like, okay. And then it's just this exhilaration afterwards. I'm like, Reed, you're my best friend now, right? Like, and honestly, it was so freaking simple, but I was so resistant to it for whatever. Like, am I going to break it? Am I going to create something horrible? Right. And then all of a sudden I was like, I have a custom GPT. And now we help clients use it and they create all their social media posts with it. Right. Or like the beginning of it, they create memes with it. So now that one is done, I can do the next one, the next one, and the next one. But getting that one done is the hardest. It takes the longest. And then everything else is like just super fast. And I think that's the same thing with you learning jujitsu or me on the race course. It's like that first one. It's like on the track, on the racing track. Let's use our racing reference since we all went racing last night. Um, my coach, when I went out there, I went on the track. It was called HPDE, High Performance Driving Event. So you take your own car on the track, and everyone is like in their own car, and you just get to see what the performances of your car. And I was in an M3, BMW M3, right? And there was a BMW in front of me. It was like an M6. Mine had 330 horsepower. His had 600 horsepower. Who's faster,
Not you,
right? His car,
of course.
right? His
Yeah.
car is 100% going to beat me by what? Twice. He's got twice the horsepower. So I'm like, respect. I'll follow him. He's got the pole position, so to speak.
Mhm.
I'll follow his line. And the line in racing is like the fastest way around the track so that you can get the fastest lap. So I was like, I'll just follow his line. I'll just ride on his tail as close as possible. And when he's further, I'm just going to try to keep up. And what do you think happened as we got out there and we're on the track? I'm just going to let you guess.
He wasn't as dominant as you thought he would be.
That's a great way to describe it.
Mm.
I'm on his ass. I'm like, you are faster. Your car is faster than mine, right? I'm like, what is happening? And I also had my coach there and we had helmets on and we had like the walkie-talkies in there. And I told him, I go, I don't know this course. You hit records on this course. So I hired the best guy and he was a friend of mine. So yay me, right?
Mhm.
And I was like, you know this course better than me. You've hit records. Tell me every move, everything I do wrong, correct me. And he goes, can I take your wheel? Can I get my hand on the wheel? I was like, yes. My heart palpitates. And the scariest time on that course was when we're going through the Shakina and there's like the turns and we're literally he gets the wheel. It was like the second time around and he gets it and he literally turns it so we're literally facing the wall and driving full speed into the wall and then he's like brake and then you turn it. And he's doing it for me so I'm getting the hand motions of it, but I was scared as
Mhm.
fudge on a stick. Right? I don't know if we're going to curse on this one, right? I'm from Jersey, so it comes naturally, but I was so fucking scared, right?
Yeah.
But I trusted him that he knew what he was doing, so I let him take the wheel, and I learned this, and it was probably still the hardest. That was the hardest part of the course. But the second thing he taught me is the most important turn is the one right before the longest straightaway, and I think that is an analogy here. Right now, we're at the turn in this month, this year, 2025, before the longest straightaway of AI taking off and the robots taking over. And if we can be in charge and we can be the leaders in that industry, we will all be in that one percenter ruling, right, our businesses. So and the other part of the lesson for me is like listening to my coach every step of the way. So this guy that had a car twice as fast, I was able to pass him where on the longest straightaway because I mastered that corner. So even though he should have went faster, he told his coach he wanted to do whatever, like he knows what he's doing and to tell him what he's doing wrong after. I was like, that's just the wrong time because now you've patterned in all these wrong habits and patterns. And because I was vulnerable and admitted I didn't know what I was doing, I was able to beat him. So I think that's the lesson for us in AI. If you listen to people that know what they're doing, if they're in the trenches, you're in the trenches. We have all these people here that we're going to bring on the show in the trenches, like you're applying it. And it's like, what's working for you? Right. And then what are your predictions? So we can all do this together. Because like Perry was just saying, hey, they used to say, here's what's working, follow what worked. Now we're in a totally different era. We're experimenting. And it's like, come join us, experiment with us, and let's lead the pack instead of kind of trying to chase it. So, yeah. So even if you don't have the fastest car, you can still win You got the cojones. Apparently that's the real secret, right? It's having the cojones, right? Of like just getting rid of that fear, or at least doing it while scared. Because I was scared the whole freaking time. I mean, even last night with our racetrack, like you can only go so fast, but after, were your palms sweaty?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Like we're pushing it because we wanted the fastest track. Yeah. Yeah. So
Thanks for binging on another episode of AI and Chill Podcast with your host, Coach Deb, and her inner circle of AI marketing masterminds. Remember to like this episode, share it with your business BFFs, and subscribe for the first mover advantage on the latest AI hacks with a little barbecue sauce.